Hey everyone, the rain has stopped. I have cleared this area. We're going to get to tackling these rotten, termite eaten members here and the one in that corner over there. So let's get started. If you'll remember in the last video, I poured this concrete and that was probably, I don't know, I think that was about 3 weeks ago, maybe a little over 3 weeks ago. It's actually still a little moist over here. Now I don't know if I just used way too much water. I'm really not sure, but it looks like it's finally starting to dry out. I mean, we also got tons of rain, so I think it just was very wet for a long time. Hopefully that doesn't ruin any of the strength of the concrete. Even if it does, if it doesn't get up to full strength, it's not a big deal. Again, this is really not going to be supporting any weight at all. Just a few boxes and tools and an air compressor. The majority of the weight of any of this is just going to be on the sidewalk here and on the side of the building here. So I'm not worried about it at all. What I have to do right now is pull all of this plywood off so that I can get to those framing members to get replaced. And then I will put this stuff back up. I also have the piece of trim that I'm going to put across the top there, so we will do that as well. And we'll get going. Maybe even put up some walls. We'll see. What a mess. Look at that. Completely gone. Crazy. But this rest of this looks okay. Look at that. It's crazy. Look at all the all right, let's get this guy out. This should be a little easier, maybe, I don't know. kitty. Hey, dude. What's going on, dude? What's going on, bud? What do you think? Let's get the new piece in there, new piece in there. We'll get the flashing up there, get the plywood up, and we'll be ready to build. The foreman is on the job here, making sure getting things done the right way. Yeah, doing a good job. We got these studs in. Lost a little bit more stucco up there, but yeah, well, I'll figure that out. I'll just patch that over with something and we'll go from there. Not a big deal, really. That one's in. That's as far as I'm going to go with any remediation on this. What I'm going to do next is get rid of these braces, at least these three, and then I'll do those a little later once I get the upper on. What I want to do is get rid of those braces so that I can put the bottom sheets of plywood back on, and then I'll do the trim up there. So I'm just going to give it a little rigidity, make sure we're good to go. Let's do that. we got all this wall finished. Got the brand new studs in there to take place of those old crusty ones. Right there and right there. The flashing is up underneath the stucco. Then below the flashing is the ledger board, which is where the roof rafters will hang off of. And I left a gap under there for the roof sheathing to go under. Once that's done, I will probably come back and fill this gap up here on top of the flashing with some stucco repair. And then on the inside, I'll use some caulking or tape or whatever to kind of seal that off a little better. I've got some seam sealer tape to tape off this wood. It's not really that necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. And we're about ready to build some walls and a roof on this thing. I think I'm going to stop here today. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see if we can get the walls and maybe the roof up. There's a couple things I need to do, and that is there needs to be a post here in the middle and obviously 2 walls. So we'll do that tomorrow. Hey, it is the next day. We got this seam sealer tape up on the plywood, and I was just about to do the walls on the side, and I needed just a little 2-foot piece of pressure treated wood, and I thought that I had a piece. When I was doing this shed, I put a piece of pressure treated on there as kind of a ledger to hold up the siding while I tacked it in, and I just took it off and realized that it's actually not pressure treated. So bummer. The choice is I could use just a regular 2x4, put some of this tape on it, maybe put some Lexel on the ground to kind of separate it from the ground, or I could go get some of that foam sill plate stuff, but I feel like maybe it would be just as easy just to get a piece of pressure treated lumber and put it down. Either way, I have to go to Home Depot or whatever, wherever, get that stuff and come back and do it. I actually, now that I'm thinking about it a little more, I think I might just get that foam sealer stuff so that I don't have to use a piece of pressure treated. But man, I really don't want to do that. What a bummer. It's like I got all excited to get this done today, and I had a whole day to do it, and now I've just wasted most of the day trying to wrap my head around it. I don't know. I got stuck with it. Anyway, here we are.